Welcome, everybody, to another week of Thunderdome Fantasy Weekly Report. It is the Commissioner, Evan Creel, Dragons GM. You see what it is. Uh, Go ahead and get that co-commissioner in here, my co-host, Mr. John Creel, the
Welcome,
Hammerheads
welcome,
GM.
welcome.
You see what it is.
It's another.
I don't know why I always do that, man. I just
It's all
thought
good.
about it, too, after I said it. I was like, why do I always say welcome? I don't know. Anyway,
Welcome, my
whatever.
friends, to the show that never ends.
We will get into some craziness. We're in the thick of it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
Week
yeah,
10.
I mean,
Bro,
so
we got
after this week,
four
we've
weeks
got
until
4 weeks in playoffs.
yeah. So 5 weeks until play, including this week.
Yeah, including this week, 5 weeks. Yeah.
Man, crazy.
It's already
Time
going by
flies.
that fast. I mean,
Time flies. I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get that trophy.
you. Please,
There's three of us. There's three of us in the heat of it right now.
This is the game right here. I mean, Jeff don't look like he's losing anytime soon. And somebody,
Jeff's
one of us
team
is going down this week. It's me and you.
Yeah, one of us is going down. Yeah, that's crazy.
So
I'm thinking, man. I don't know who to start. Like,
telling me.
I keep rotating my lineup around, and I'm like, man, is this gonna do what I wanted to do, or is this just gonna be another one of them that, like, I'm thinking about it too hard? Like,
I've got a couple people I'm back and forth on the fence. In my head, I'm like, should I change this now, or last time I did that, it bit me, and no. So we'll see on Sunday morning what's going down because.
I mean, I got Debo Samuel on the bench right now, and he's supposed to be coming back this week. He's been out for like 3-4 weeks.
Yeah,
and I got this man on the bench right now. Like, you got Mike Thomas on the bench. Mike Thomas put up 8 zeros for me last week, but he's been one of my most consistent players every week. Right now, I got him on the bench, man. I got Dalton Schultz in my damn flex spot right now because this man keeps going for 20+ points every fucking week. So it's like,
right? Well, I brought in Logan Thomas, and I mean, he wasn't no world beater, but I mean, he got some points. He was helpful, But
all you can look for at that tight end position. I got Laporta, so I was just looking for a backup for Laporta. And he's doing the damn thing, and it's like, man, now I got Laporta back after the bye week, so now I got 2 tight ends in the damn game.
Well, the one thing that scares me the most that I've been going back and forth on is, as much as I like Evan Ingram, he's got to go against the 49ers defense this week.
Yeah.
I mean, how improved?
That's another thing. I went back and forth on team defenses as well. I was like, man, I got Jacksonville on my bench, but now I got Jacksonville starting because I had Atlanta, and I was like, Atlanta's gonna wipe the floor against Arizona. Oh, guess who's coming back to Arizona this week? Kyler Murray and James Conner. So it's like, well, damn, Atlanta might not mop the floor with Arizona this week. So I dropped Atlanta and was like, all right, I'll just start Jacksonville and see how it goes. Like, we've had 2 weeks to plan for these motherfuckers.
Why you mentioned Atlanta? It just kind of leads me into one of the pickups that I think is going to be a sleeper pickup so far. For Cush picking up Dobbs. Didn't he pick up Joshua Dobbs?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a sleeper pick because you realize he did not take one snap during practice last week.
Nope.
He didn't take a snap. He did not even throw a pass to any of those people in
practice.
Nope.
Didn't even know half of them name.
Exactly. And he come out there and he balled out in relief. So I think with all those weapons, Vikings might be sneaky, dude. They might be sneaky because Dobbs is – this dude is like – he worked with NASA. You so he's between the ears, he's all set up. I bet he's picking that stuff up quick. So
And Jefferson's supposed to be coming back too, so that's
yeah,
crazy. Just falling in the right timing for that team.
yeah, exactly. But
Yeah. Anyway,
I can tell you now, I can't go out with another 180 point game this week. I can guarantee that because you and Jeff have been putting up 250 easy just about weekly. If I don't come with at least 250, I'm done. I may as well not even have showed up,
you
dude.
crazy. I can't even believe I put up 230 this week with all my whole damn team on bye. That's what I'm saying. When Dalton Schultz went off, I was like, hell yeah. I was
Yeah,
like, this is what I
yeah.
needed you just 1 week.
Nope. Right now, I'm riding Smoking Joe's back right now. Joe Burrow playing real good ball. So hopefully between him and my running backs and my receiving core, which sucks because I got AJ Brown on bye week, but
Yeah. I'm happy about that.
yeah, I know you are. I know you are, but I'm like,
I was like, ooh, I don't have to worry about AJ putting up 20 on me this week.
right.
Shit. At least 20 from him. I'm like, I don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that. All right,
he's
I
been
like
pretty
that.
consistent, 19, 20, if not more, so I don't know. We'll
All right,
see.
well,
Let's go into
we'll
these
see.
sports.
We'll
Let's do
see
it.
how it works out for this week 10 coming up. But
Yeah. So first game of the
first,
week.
first we'll get into this week 9 results.
Yeah.
First game of the week was Dragons versus the Kush Crushers.
Yep.
The Dragons pulled out the victory 238.52 to 200.12. This was a
38.40
38.40 point win margin for the Dragons with half his team on bye. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? I went and looked at Miller's team and I seen a couple of his players not doing anything. And I was like, thank God, man. Otherwise, I'm going to get beat down this week.
Yeah, he had some people showed up, but there was some other people on his team from what I noticed as I was going through all the
for me, it was whenever I watched Jamal Williams and Chase Edmonds, and I was like, okay, that neither one of his flex did anything. That's good for me. And then when Jerron Hall, his quarterback, went down and Dobbs got in the game, I was like, oh damn, that's even better for me. Like that's taking a QB out. That's at least 15 points or 15 plus points if he gets 150 yards passing and a touchdown and something. But when he went down, I was like, oh man, I think I got it from here. And I think he had a couple defensive players left, and he had Keenan Allen and Stephon Diggs left, and he was like 80 points behind me. Plus he had Dicker and somebody else as well, but he had like 4 people, and Diggs and Allen were 2 of them, and I was like, holy shit. These 2 could easily put up 80 points on me easily.
Yeah. Because Keenan Allen, he can go off at any time, just about. So yeah,
Stephon Diggs too, man. It's like I was like, holy crap! So I wasn't holding my breath until after I woke up. Once I woke up on Monday morning and I seen I still had a good sizable gap, I was like, all right, Keenan can't do this on his own. So I was like, he gonna need a little help from the rest of these guys. And I think the only guy he had at that point was Dicker, which was his kicker.
Yeah, Dicker the kicker.
Yeah, Dicker was the only guy he had left at that point with Keenan Allen. Right. Oh, and Whitehead. Sorry.
Yeah.
But it was still a sizable gap, so I was like, I think I'll be all right. Somebody played for me as well and helped push me up. Who did I have out of that game? It had to be the Buffalo game. Who was Buffalo playing? Cincinnati. I didn't have nobody. Did I have? I had Dax Hill, who put up 2 points, and Logan Wilson, who put up 6 points. So
Yeah.
they put up a little bit of points between the two of them, and I was like, okay, well, hopefully that'll help me keep the damn
Trying to
lead.
keep it in, yeah.
I mean, he came close though with that 30-point deficit. It could have been worse, but thank God Whitehead and Dicker didn't do much. So actually, Dicker did pretty good.
Kept him in it.
That Jets defense is what helped me. That Jets defense has been helping me all year when it comes to receivers, man.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into the leading scorers for that game. For the Dragons, Rashawn White had 27.90 points. Dalton Schultz had 27 points. And newly acquired Jordan Love had 15.8 points.
I had that bitch for one game.
On the defense, Paulson Adebo had 27.50 points. Demario Davis had 19 points. And Green Bay defense had 17 points.
All 3 free agent acquisitions for the week.
For Cush Crushers, Ramondre Stevenson had 22.90 points. Stephon Diggs had 22.60 points. And Keenan Allen had 15.70 points. On the defense, Baltimore's defense had 21 points. Levante David had 20 points. And Justin Matabuike had 14 points. And our player of the game had to go to Paulson Adebo. He had 27.50 points, and I believe it was
4.43.
22, yeah, exactly. So he scored 22 points over his projection.
Yeah. He went off. And that was, like I said, that was one of my 3 free. Those 3 defensive players or defensive top scorers were all free agent acquisitions just for this week.
Right.
I went after Green Bay defense after I had a different defense at first. I think I had Minnesota defense going against Atlanta at first, and I changed my mind on that because I was like, well, just for some reason, Minnesota's rush defense, if they hold Atlanta's run offense and it just ends up being a close game, I was like, So I was like, screw it, I'll go get Green Bay. It ended up banked for me. I got Paulson Adebo because he's going against that Badgett guy, and that Badgett guy has just been crap since he's been in. So I was like, whatever. Let me go get Paulson Adebo. He's been on a little 10-point plus for the past 2 games. I was hoping for just 10-point plus. This week he went 20-point plus. I was like, hell yeah, 2 interceptions was up. Earned himself another spot for another week. Maybe I don't know.
Depends on who they're going against.
Yeah, exactly. Depends on who he's going against.
Too bad he didn't pull it.
He's going against Dobbs, so I don't think I have him starting this week.
Yeah, because Dobbs don't usually throw picks.
Dobbs is smart. Yeah, Dobbs he'll take a sack or he'll run before throw the ball away before he throw that pick. Yeah. Anyway. All right, we'll get to the next game, which was the Hammerheads facing off against the Thad Castles team. Hammerheads pulled out the victory 180.02 to 126.48. This was a 53.54 point win margin for the Hammerheads in this victory. Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could have very easily lost because, like I said before, David is the only person that I could have beat in the league this week, and
he had a rough week on offense.
Yeah, he sent me a good game, and he said I didn't have to beat him that bad. I was like, look, he's the only person I beat that bad. It was just not a good week for either one of us.
Yeah. In what could have been a high-scoring game for both your teams ended up being a low-scoring team for both your teams.
I mean, it was really bad. So,
and that's the reason why you dropped from number 2 to number 3 because of the low-scoring points.
And the points that Jeff scored put him over both of us. So I was like,
I was like, I was number 2. I was like, what? was like, hold up. I was like, all right, I'll take
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah. I was
Take a little bit of pressure off. Like,
I wanted to flip the desk over. I was like, wait a minute. But
I bet Jeff ain't saying nothing. He ain't trying to jinx shit.
no.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh yeah. By the way,
Hey, we gotta have a banner. I did the banner. My bad. Here it is.
by the way, there's the banner, everybody. So yeah. All right. Well, we'll get into the leading scores for that one. For the Hammerheads, Joe Burrow. Yeah, Joe
Jibberoo.
Burrow. Damn.
Dude.
Joe Burrow scores 26.32 points. Austin Eckler had 21 points. And A.J. Brown had 19.60 points. On defense, Bradley Chubb had 11.50 points. Philadelphia had 10 points. And Josh Metellus had 9 points. For Thad Castle's team, Lamar Jackson had 11.48 points. Breece Hall had 11 points. Marquise Hollywood Brown had 7.40 points. On the defense, Kansas City had 16 points. Jermaine Pratt had 12.50 points. And Bobby Okereke had 9 points. So, yeah, his defense pretty much gave him the points that he had.
He had the problem on his bench just like I had, though. Everybody was on fucking bye.
Yeah. I mean, he
Chase
really
Young, Fred Warner, Jonathan Cooper, Rashawn Jenkins, all of his defense was on bye. Jerry Jeudy, Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson. I mean, who do you have at QB? He would have started Lamar anyway. Javonte and Jeudy. Yeah, he'd have had Jeudy. Yeah, he'd have had them in at their flex spots over Wilson and Moore easily, or Osborne and one. I mean, but yeah, that's just crazy.
Wasn't a whole lot to do, and anybody that's been on the free agent list knows there is really, really slim pickings on that list.
I know. I grabbed 2 running backs, and then I dropped one of them. I was like, I don't need all these damn running backs, Evan.
Yeah, there's a lot of us that have a lot of running backs right now, and we got second and third teamers and shit like that. I mean, so yeah. So yeah. Anyway, the player of the game, I had Bradley Chubb. His 11.50. That was more than the, what he had. That I didn't have anybody else that really stood out. Eckler scored a little bit better than what he was projected, but not quite as much as Chubb did. So
yeah, Chubb doubled his easily. What did he get? 11.50. Yeah, he had 4.60 projected. So yeah, he doubled his easily.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll get into that next matchup, which was the number 3 Orange Crush facing off against the at the time, I believe he was number 6 Legend Killers.
No, he was down a little bit further than that.
Was he 8? Because he had to stay the same because Los Patos and Angels, Los Patos, and Bucks Life did not change their rankings in the record, and neither did Crimson Elephant or Kush Crushers for that matter. He stayed at number 9, so 9, 10, 11, and 12 all stayed the same.
Yeah, he was 8 last week.
He stayed at 8 then. So the only people that shifted around was Crimson Elephants, Hendrix Mafia, like 1 through 6 basically.
Let's see. No, Sean stayed where he was with Crimson Elephants. He was at 6. And I believe he's
1 through 5. Sorry. 1 through 5 shuffled around.
Yeah. Everybody else kind of stayed pat.
All right. Well, Orange Crush got the victory 265.84 to 185.24. This was an 80.60. Yeah, 80.60 point win margin for Orange Crush. I'm remembering these numbers because when I was doing the scroll on the bottom, I had to do it like 3 or 4 times because I kept hitting the back button and would have to start all over for what I was doing. so I've done them calculations enough that I got them damn things memorized now. All right, we'll pass it over to John for them top scores.
All right, top scores for the Orange Crush. Cole Kmet had 25 points. Deontay Johnson had 22 points. And Derek Carr had 20.74 points. On the defense, Kenny Moore II had 45 points. Jordan Hicks had 21 points. And Trayvon Morig had 12 points. For the Legend Killers, Juno Smith had 22 points. Devonta Smith had 14.10 points. And Jackson Smith Njigba had 12.30 points. On defense, Max Crosby had 28 points. Tuli Tuipulotu, something like that, had 18 points.
Tuipulotu?
Tuipulotu. Sounds good. Derwin James Jr. had 10.50 points. And the player of the game, of course, was Kenny Moore II with 45 points.
Yeah, more than almost 10 times in his projection. His projection was 4.85. If he would have scored 48.50, he'd have fucking 10 times his projection. But he missed it by 3.50.
Yeah. You just need another. What's that? Another pick six? You know, I mean, come on.
Another sack and a half a tackle.
There you go.
Another tackle for loss and a half a tackle at that point. I mean, yeah, that's crazy, man. 45 points. Fucking Kenny Moore II. Yeah, he's definitely player of the game. Absolutely. No ands, if, buts, or anything about that. All right, next game is the Crimson Elephants versus the Hendrix Mafia. This was the number 4 Hendrix Mafia facing them number 6 Crimson Elephants. This was the game of the week last week, and Crimson Elephants got the victory, 233.22 to 208.62. Oh, sorry.
24.60 points.
Yep, right there on the bottom as we were just talking about. 24.60, yep.
All like we had it planned out, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. Big win for Crimson. Needed this to get back in that to keep himself in the race for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he's in the thick of it. He's in the thick of it right there. I mean, what can you ask for? From 9 to, I mean, I wouldn't even count Pam and Los Patos and Bucks Life out. If they go on a win streak and some of these teams go on a losing streak.
Right. I mean, all it takes is a string together a few wins. Everybody's still got the possibility.
Let me see what they're at right now. I mean, yeah. With the exception of Ben, I think, yeah, because Ben's got that 6th victory. So even if he got 3 losses and the other people got 3 wins, they would tie him in record. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it would come down to points. Coco, I know you're trying to get a beat. You know, you're trying to steal the show and everything, but you gotta go lay down. Go lay down.
She thought it was boring. You see that yawn?
Anyway,
right. So
I mean, yeah, they're still in the thick of it. I mean, it's right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I say. Yeah, nobody can be counted out because all it takes is a streak.
Yep.
And it's not like it's impossible.
No, I mean, if they ended at 5 so we got 5 games left. So 7-7 for Bucks Life and Los Patos. We got 7 wins. If we took 7 losses or 5 losses in a row, that'd put us at 7-7. So yeah, it's right in the thick of things right now. I mean, everybody's still in this.
It can happen. You know, all it takes is an injury to somebody, and then somebody else has got
For
the
real.
player that is the
For real. Ask
handcuff of
Chris.
that.
Ask
Boom.
Chris. He lost Chubb real quick, and that just
Yeah.
kind of lost him a bunch of games from there out.
All right.
Finally got him a victory this week, and it still didn't matter. He's got a victory over Los Patos and still couldn't jump him in the rankings.
Right. Well, I mean,
That's how low them points been. It's crazy. All right, well, we'll get into that game, which was the Hendrix Mafia and the Crimson Elephants.
The leading scorers for the Crimson Elephants was, let's see, we had Amari Cooper had 24.90 points. Jake Ferguson had 22.10 points. And Derrick Henry had 19.20 points. On the defense, the Chargers put up 32 points. Joey Bosa had 23.50 points. And DeForest Buckner had 16 points. Leading scorers for Hendrick Mafia, Josh Allen had 26.72 points. Josh Jacobs had 21.80 points. And Mark Andrews had 17 points. On the defense, New Orleans had 15 points. Jordan Brooks come away with 13 points. And Jalen Petrie had 9 points. Player or players of the game, Chargers defense. Chargers defense is what that Monday night game sprung him back into the lead in order to take that win.
32 points, man.
Yeah. Because he said
32 points.
Sean said he didn't even bother looking because he just knew for sure he was done for the week, and then went back and found out the next day.
It was him and Bosa. It was the defense and Bosa, actually.
Yeah. Between
I guess you can consider that the Chargers defense because he's on the Chargers defense. So I mean,
that helped him out a lot. That put him right back in there and actually got him the win. Chargers were huge.
Yep. And Garrett Wilson just couldn't keep up because that's the only person he had was Garrett Wilson playing.
Yeah.
And he had Bosa in that Chargers defense, and they were able to put
Zach Wilson's what kind of deflated that whole thing. He couldn't.
That's the whole reason Aaron Rodgers is rushing to get back right now.
Well, I don't know what good it's going to do him because, it's not like they're in contention for anything.
Not exactly. All right, next game, I believe, is the Sin Eaters versus the Angels. Yes. Sin Eaters got the victory, 230.10 to 220.08. This was a 10.02 point win margin for the Sin Eaters. The second lowest win margin of the week.
Yep. The leading scorers for Sin Eaters, Tank Dell had 34.70 points. Patrick Mahomes had 19.80 points. And Aaron Jones had 17.90 points. On the defense, Micah Parsons had 16 points. Keyshawn Nixon had 11.60 points. And Aaron Donald and TJ Watt both tied for 10 points apiece. Leading scorers for the Angels, Jalen Hurts had 29.88 points. CeeDee Lamb had 28.10 points. And Michael Pittman Jr. had 14.40 points. On the defense, Blake Cashman had 13.50 points. Jordan Poyer had 12.50 points. And Josh Sweat had 10 points. Every time I look at that, for some reason I want to say Sweet, but I'm reading it wrong. All right. And, of course, the player of the game, Tank Dell, 34.70 or 70 or whatever the hell you want to call it. It was still a hell of a lot more than what he was projected.
Yep. Huge win.
Yep. Was a big one.
For Dell. I mean, huge win for Senators too, but yeah, huge game for Dell.
Well, I mean, it kept Senators in the 5th spot.
Yep.
So yeah.
Oh no, he moved up to 4th.
Oh, that's right. He moved up to 4th, and it was Hendricks.
He's the only one that's 6-3. Everybody else is 5-4 or lower. Besides us 3 at the top, but
yeah. Well, that's going to change this week.
One of us might be
unless we
big.
tie.
And don't say that. That'd be crazy.
If we tied, man, that's so funny.
Right, I hit the same exact number, and then we wait till Thursday, and then Yahoo's like, "Yeah, y'all tied." Right, I'd be like, "Fuck you, Yahoo! The one time we've been waiting on you to change the damn score, your fucking ass is gonna be like, no, y'all tied."
Either that or whenever they do it, we have the same amount of points deducted.
And changes the score. Yeah.
Man, wait.
All right, we'll get into the last game of the week, which was the Bucks Life versus the Los Patos. Bucks Life got the victory over Los Patos, 203.56 to 199.62. This was the lowest point win margin of the week, with that 3.84.
Yeah, or 3.94.
94, sorry.
Yeah, you good.
I was waiting on it to roll back around. There it is right there. 3.94. If I'd have slowed my talk down just a little bit, I'd have hit it. Oh, that's funny.
All right. Leading scores for Bucks Life. Dak Prescott had 34.36 points. T. Higgins had 19 points. And Alexander Madison had 17.30 points. On the defense, Devin White had 14 points. Grant Delpit had 14 points. And Cameron Jordan had 12 points. For Los Patos, Taysom Hill had 22.62 points. Sam Howell had 19.70 points. And Young Ho Koo had 19.20 points. On the defense, Khalil Mack had 20 points. TJ Edwards had 16.50 points. And Jair Alexander had 11.50 points. And the player of the game, I had Dak Prescott.
Do you think Jair Alexander watched our video on YouTube last week and heard me talking shit about him not putting up any points?
Yeah, I think whenever we got
that was his first game he put up over 10 points.
Yeah. Must have tuned in. He was flipping through YouTube.
He was like, who the fuck these people in this Thunderdome fantasy talking about? I suck it.
What? This motherfucker talking about what? Hold on. I'm gonna put up some points.
Watch this. I'm gonna go tackle motherfuckers this game. I'm gonna do my job this game.
They gonna throw the ball to me?
Well, my friend JC would like you to do that again, sir.
Yeah, he's got a few more times if you would. Well, he'll be on this week. Be like, yeah, that's right. You better fucking talk about me. Better put some respect on that name.
Pre-game, he's like, Thunderdome, just jump in the water. No,
yeah.
No, man.
Her head's swelling now, eh?
Anyway.
Surfing through our damn YouTube.
So, offensive player of the week was none other than CJ Stroud, who put up that 52-point fucking game.
CJ Stroud.
And then defensive player of the week was none other than Kenny Moore, who put up that 45-point game.
For Orange
and coach of the week, Sean Stevens. Defeated Hendricks Mafia in the game of the week.
He definitely kept his spot to stay in the playoff hunt. So yeah.
Yep.
Making the moves. We got
5-4, man. Only two teams at 5-4.
Yeah,
One,
it's all about making things happen. We gotta try to suffer through these damn bye weeks and stuff, and
man,
it hits all of us. I mean, it's hitting me
yeah,
now.
it does. Tell me
It's
about
hitting
it.
me now.
I was just lucky enough to get a good matchup against Kush Crushers that week with all my bye weeks, and then him having the
Yeah,
trouble with Kirk Cousins going down, and his backup quarterback just happened to have the bye week on week
right.
9, which was Jared Goff. So I was like, I was loving that. I was like, he's got to go find a quarterback. I'm not gonna tell you,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I was a little asshole, and going because I had 3 quarterbacks at one time. I grabbed Gardner Minshew to start the week. And then when John let Jordan Love go, I was like, all right, I'm snatching Jordan Love up just in case he. And then
you
as
know,
the week went by, I was like, you know what? I don't need Minshew. I'm gonna go with Jordan Love. And I ain't even went back and looked at Minshew yet. I should look at Minshew, what he did last week. I have made the right decision. He put up 11.58 points, where Jordan Love put up 15 point something points. So I made the
and
right decision. So I feel good about that.
yeah. Well, I mean, you go back and look at Jordan Love. As much crap as he gets for really not really showing to be the guy in Green Bay yet,
Yeah.
and taking over. But he had, that garbage time point scoring in fantasy. That shit works. I mean, look at
Yep.
Kirk Cousins, dude. I mean,
Yep.
Kirk Cousins has pretty much lived off of. I mean, he's if you put the right people on a fantasy team around him, he's the perfect fantasy quarterback because he puts up all
Yep.
those points.
Yep.
But
Kind of like Matt Stafford was for Detroit all them years.
yeah,
It didn't matter what you did, what you had. At, you just needed the good offense, and Matt
yeah,
Stafford was going to get you enough points to coach you right on through there. Uh, Brady was another perfect example of that, but Brady was the GOAT, so I guess you can't really use him as an example.
But I mean, if
But
you go back and if you are able to go back and look at the quarterbacks that were on the teams that won championships,
he was on a couple of them.
I know he was on mine.
I know he
Uh,
was. He was. I think he was
well,
on
I mean,
Miller's as well.
for instance, look at the run Brandon had last year with Justin Herbert, and he is the same type of. I mean, he puts up all those points, but I mean, in the actual NFL realm, he just hasn't. I don't know what, for whatever reason, is not that guy yet. You know what I mean? So yeah, championships in the league for real is not like championships in our league. So
No. All right. Well, we got now we're into the next week stuff. Whoop whoop. Week
oh
10.
boy,
Week 10.
10.
We deep in it.
Week 10, we're in double digits now, y'all.
All right, man. Like I said, week 10, week 11, week 12, week 13, week 14. 5 weeks, guys.
So if there's any point y'all feel like you need to get your shit together, it's now.
It
Let's
is
do it.
now.
It's now.
All right, the first game of week 10 will be the number 1 Orange Crush facing off against the number 7 Thad Castles team. Number 1 Orange Crush is sitting at 7-2, while the number 7 Thad Castles team is sitting at 4-5. That Castle team looking to right that ship after 2 tough losses back to back, and Orange Crush is trying to keep his winning ways going with only a 2 loss in this season.
David, if you're listening, David, Evan and I need you to win this week. We really need you to win this week.
Honestly, we were talking about how, it's kind of 50-50 with the first place team being the champion or not, you know what I mean? So and when I won, I wasn't number 1 in the league, so I'm kind of okay you or Jeff are gonna sit in first place into the playoffs, bro. As long as
Hey,
if I can sit at number 2 and get my first week bye, I'm
that's what
happy.
I'm looking for. I want to get up there to the first week bye.
That's what all I'm looking for is just to get that bye. I mean, right now I'm sitting kind of happy. I'm kind of excited, thinking I'm gonna get my playoff. I'm keeping my playoff, my playoff berths going for the 7 years straight. But I mean, God forbid something happened, knock on wood, that I get knocked out of the playoffs this year. But I'm trying. Now I'm looking to my second goal. My first goal, I feel like I'm on my way to my first goal. So now I'm looking for my second goal, which is that bye week for the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Well,
I'm like looking at the first goal, like just as long as I don't trip, I'm gonna make it.
look, I need him to lose again just to show a little bit of weakness on that team.
Well,
I mean,
that running back core is freaking crazy with Etienne and Barkley, and
yeah, because
he has
I'm not gonna lie
one
to you.
more.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's the fact, him sporting Derek Carr out there as the quarterback. I'm not scared of that at all.
No.
It's the rest of the squad that seems to be scoring from out of the blue. And I mean,
Mostert, that's the other one.
Offense.
But Mostert's on bye this week. Deshaun Watson's back this week, so I wonder if he'll. No, I wouldn't play Deshaun against Baltimore. I'd stick with Carr. Carr's been doing all right the past couple weeks.
Forth. I've got Kareem Hunt in as a flex, and I'm debating on that. Baltimore's defense is playing real good right now. Real good.
Is Baltimore's run defense a top 5 run defense? That's what I look at. I know that the top run defense in the league right now is Atlanta. The number 2 top run defense, I believe, is Minnesota. Number 3 top run defense is Tampa Bay. I think number 4 is Carolina or New York Jets. Might be the Jets. Yeah, so there's a bunch of good teams out there right now that are top for the run defense teams, and it's all teams you wouldn't even think about, like Atlanta and friggin' Minnesota.
Well, I mean,
these were teams that were getting ran all over last year. You know what I mean?
Well, it's all the stuff that they did to secure that front line. They worked heavily on that front line.
Yeah, they definitely helped it out with a lot of them teams. I mean, the Jets always had a good defense, but Robert Saleh, and now with Robert Saleh over there running that team, is just getting better. They just need an offense, man. That Jets team does look really, really good on defense. They just need a quarterback and an offensive line.
Because, I mean, I don't give a damn how good your defense is. If they're on the field all the time, they're going to get tired. They're going to allow stuff to go through. I don't care how good they are.
All right, well, we'll get into that next game, which was the number 2. This is game of the week. Number 2, Dragons facing off against the number 3, Hammerheads. Both teams sitting at 7-2. Both teams trying to keep their winning ways moving along. It's going to be a rough week for one of us.
And I don't know. I know I like not losing. I
know that's me. I like winning. And
the people ahead of me, I want them to go down. I'm sorry. Hey, you guys are, you got all y'all are family. I'm good with that. Guess what? We're playing. This is competition. I want to win. I want to win.
I'm just trying to hold my number 2 slot down up until the playoffs.
Look, I want to be the first. I know I am not going to get that trophy named after me. I want to be the first one to have 2 of them, though. First one to have 2 of them. That's what I want.
I'm in the same boat. I want to be the first one to have 2. That's just bragging rights in its own. Just to be the first one.
Yeah, because I mean, because there's always going to be a first one to 2, a first one to 3.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind being the first one to 2 and the first one to do back-to-back and the first one to number 3. Getting a little greedy. All right.
But, so it's...
we still got that out there, too. The first back-to-back is still available as well. And it looked like it's gonna be open this year too, with Brandon, not being able to get that team to click in all cylinders.
Well, but unless he goes on a run and is able to slide in there within the top
Which
six
is
and get in
fucking
the playoffs.
possible, man. It is possible.
Yeah,
Yahoo ranked him the
it's
number
possible.
one damn team.
Ain't nobody out of it. I mean,
No.
we got some close, but not complete.
I mean, there's two teams right now. I feel like if they take another loss, and me, you, and if me or you and Jeff win this week, I think they would put Chris and JC out, because I don't think they'd be able to catch up too much. I don't know. It all depends on the rest of those teams, honestly.
All you got to do is come in the top six.
Yeah.
If you get in the top six, you're in.
If you lose this week, you might have one more week to win 4 in a row.
Yeah, you got.
But if you lose 2 in a row, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a rough chance of getting in the playoffs.
If you ever get any insider information, that would be the time to get it, so that you can get players that nobody else has, and all of a sudden they go crazy.
I went and snatched up that Minnesota running back Chandler, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just let him go back, because I just grabbed the running back Mitchell for the Baltimore Ravens, so I don't need all of these damn running backs.
That's a scary deal there. That dude looked good last week.
He did, but I got him on the bench because you know me, I gotta see it. I gotta see it to believe it. I can't just put you. I just can't throw you in when I got motherfuckers already on my team that have been consistent. I can't just be like, okay, you put up 21 points last week, you're gonna get a starting shot on my team this week. No. Only way that shit happens is if everybody on bye and I need you. Like last week.
Thanks for coming.
I should have grabbed his ass last week, but I didn't know.
Well,
I didn't know. He didn't know.
So one of my biggest things is I want to continue to win. That way people don't think I'm completely out of my mind when I say stupid shit like I said last year when I said, oh, Gino's playing ball, he's going to win Rookie of the Year. I was joking. Of course he can't win Rookie of the Year. The Joker been in the league 9 years.
Like 10 years.
How many times he going to win? And I even made the joke, last week that, okay, after Dobbs' game, Dobbs going to get Rookie of the Year, But he can't do it. We all know that. So I don't look completely insane when I say it. I got to know something, though.
Offensive Rookie of the Year, in my opinion, at the beginning of the season, was Puka Nacua.
Oh yeah,
Buddy's kind of fell off a little bit, so now I'd say it's a tight race probably now.
Well, of course, right
CJ Stroud's probably leading that race right now.
Yeah, CJ's looking good.
I'd say the running back Bijan is probably right there behind him. Gibbs is probably up there, and
it depends on how Gibbs plays.
Is probably up there. Addison's probably up there.
Yeah. It depends on how Gibbs plays the rest of the year. If
the rest of the year, because he missed a couple games. Man. I'd say Gibbs is probably at number like 6 or 7 right now. I think Puka's probably at number 4 right now.
Yeah, he's got to have. Yeah, if I like Gibbs' chance, but I think CJ's got it in the wraps. I mean,
I think CJ's number 1, Bijan's number 2. I'd say probably Addison's right up around number 3. Maybe one of those receivers, Tank Dell or whatever the other rookie receiver is over there. And actually, Tank Dell is the rookie receiver. The other one is like a 2-year receiver. Tank Dell might be up there, but he's probably around 7 or 8 down there by the other guy, so Gibbs. I don't know. There's a couple rookies, man, doing their thing.
Yes. Well, see, CJ, he's gonna. Because he's a quarterback on a team that everybody thought was going to be straight garbage, and he's winning. That's going.
What's wrong with your phone?
What you mean?
You got back play.
Huh?
You got back play.
Hold on. It's probably because of what I got it set on. Give me a second.
But yeah, CJ's probably going to take it. I mean, he's
probably taking it. Yeah.
He's leading a Houston team that is
unless he breaks his leg and doesn't play the rest of the season. He probably got that shit.
I wouldn't say that shit about none of them because I wouldn't want any of them to get hurt.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want that to happen to him. I'm just saying unless something freakish happens like the Anthony Richardson injury where he's out for the rest of the year, like he's probably got that in the bag.
Yeah.
All right. The next game was the number 4 Sin Eaters facing off against the number 12 Bucks Life. Another tough matchup.
Hey, is it still doing
it? Yeah.
Right.
It wasn't your cam, it was your mic.
Nah, I know. I'm just trying to get my shit set up, bro. Give me a second.
Hello? It's not back like it's not doing it now.
That's because I picked it up. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. Number 4 Senators facing up against the number 12 Bucks Life. Then we got the number 5 Hendrix Mafia facing off against the number 9 Kush Crushers. The battle of the Joshes. This is y'all's first battle this year, huh?
Yeah. Is it doing it now or what? Top, say so.
Say something. Yeah, it's doing.
Son of a bitch, man. This bullshit ass motherfucker. Man.
What, you got an iPhone?
Hell nah.
I was about to say, that's your problem. You got an iPhone, that's your problem.
Yeah,
but you got.
I'll just hold it. It's all
good. We got number 7.
Matchup.
Wait, sorry.
My bad. This is our first matchup this year, yeah. So we'll probably get my ass like everybody else. It'll be all right.
Not yet. You got your team coming off back from bye now. You should be good.
Yeah, I fucked up, dude. Like, so Sunday, I'm sitting there and I'm debating on what quarterback I'm gonna start. Right? I'm like, all right, I could get Matt Jones, put him in. Do I do Hall? I'm like, oh man, I got Dobbs too. I'm like, nobody's gonna play Dobbs, bro. Nobody's gonna play Dobbs.
He didn't even practice that week.
Man, if anybody put Dobbs on their motherfucking roster on Sunday of last week, what lucky motherfucker started? Like, seriously, dude. I mean, even if I'd have played Dobbs, you know, I still would have lost. But God,
it'd have been even closer.
Yeah, right. But still, like, nobody's seen that one coming, bro.
No, not.
I mean, I'm happy. Let's see if he can do it in 2 weeks, you know, like, or 2 weeks in a row if he makes it consistent, you know. But Goff is my quarterback right now. So,
I was about to say, ain't Goff just took over there?
Yeah, he got promoted.
All right, that number 6 Crimson Elephants is facing off against the number 11 Los Santos. And the number 8 Legend Killers facing off against the number 10 Angels.
Damn, I didn't mean to do that. Straight
so that's the week 10 matchup for you.
What is the I haven't looked at the standings. What's the standings right now?
Orange Crush sitting in first place at 7-2. Dragons sitting in second place at 7-2.
Is that okay?
Hammerhead sitting in third place at 7-2.
Damn.
Sin Eaters in fourth place at 6-3. Hendrix Mafia in fifth at 5-4. Crimson Elephants in sixth at 5-4. Fantastic Team 7th, 4-5. Legend Killers number 8, 3-6. Kush Crushers number 9 3-6. Angels number 10. 3-6. Los Patos number 11. 2-7. And Bucks Life at 12. Also 2-7. Chris got a win this week and could not get up there, man. He's like minus 6 points.
I feel like I'm in a high school game.
What?
You hear that feedback?
Oh.
You still hear feedback?
Yeah, I'm still here. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
How in the fuck is that even happening, bro? Like, I'm holding the goddamn phone.
Are you holding the mic?
Maybe. I don't know, bro. I'm about to blow this shit up. I'm going to tell you that. It's Veterans Day tomorrow. I'm going to blow this shit up.
Oh, God.
You go get another phone?
Hell no. I'm just going to shoot this motherfucker and leave it. I'll be phoneless for a bit.
I don't think Johnny's going to like that. Maybe I'm going to get a hold of you.
She yells loud enough, I'll be able to communicate.
I'm a teacher, so I have to use my teacher voice.
Yeah.
Joshua Miller.
Are you going to teach me something later? Oh, this is a PG show. I'm sorry.
Hey, I was going to say, hold on now. You don't want to put it up Justice face. Josh sits down on the bed. Have I been a good student?
I have an apple for you.
Are you going to spank me with that ruler?
Easy now. Easy. You might have to turn the screen off, man. I'm about to have to check out. You got this oyster effect going on. It's like an aphrodisiac. You guys talking about this shit. I'm about to have to check out.
Yeah. What? You don't need to be in the show.
You want any more of this? No.
All right, well, let's spend another week of the Fantasy Weekly Report. We'll be back next week. Week 10 results.
Hopefully, I got a win.
Me too.
No, dude.
At this point, I'm just trying to get in 6. I want to get in. You know what I mean? And then we'll go from there. I feel like I got some solid stars on my team, right? It just
dude, you got Camaro comparing it up.
Getting them to hit all on the same week.
I'm trying to take like 30 motherfuckers for Camaro.
I know. I can't do it, bro. Like I told you, I'm just sticking with it, bro.
I'll give you James Cook. Oh, I don't have it. Wrong back.
Now you said Foreman and White, and there was some.
Oh, that's who it was. White. It was White. I said White. I said you on Najee. I'll give you Najee and White.
I'm good now, bro.
Well, you want a receiver too? I'll give you a receiver.
Bro, I got Allen and Diggs.
I know.
And
Camaro.
And Camaro. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I want Camaro. I want a receiver, but you won't give them up.
Well, what I want.
I tried to get Diggs from you. I didn't try to get Camaro from you. I tried to get Diggs.
Yeah, it was Diggs. See, what I want is another one of these motherfuckers right here. There you go.
Well,
there it is.
Me too. That's why I'm trying to do. I want you to have one of those two.
Yeah, I
and if I give you 3 more players, that helps build the depth up a little bit.
Bro, you sounded like a salesman out of Compton, bro.
I mean,
talking to the wrong person, dude.
You know, they told you when you were real young. Wax off. You know, like.
Man. Nah.
It's selling his paper bag right here. This motherfucker holds groceries. It can hold your valuables. It'll hold your lunch. You can use it as a lunch bag. Just don't get it wet. Integrity.
Get it wet.
Gone.
Hold your luggage.
Just don't get it wet.
Well, like you
I
said,
the last guys. I do.
I try, man.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate it.
We'll be back next week. We hit that hour mark.
Yeah, we did. Hour long.
That's the Incredible Hulk right there. Damn, I can't get this camera right.
Is he angry?
Hey, it's a pillow. This is
I
my
don't like it.
this is my Yoda pillow.
You mean your Grogu?
Nah, this is Baby Yoda or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. You know more than I do, man.
His name's Grogu.
I was like, yo, that matches my fucking shirt, bro.
Yeah, Baby Yoda is Grogu.
It matches my logo, so I was like, hey. And then I got
Jack.
Yep.
Jack Skeleton.
Man, they call them pillows now, but we all know that they're fucking stuffed animals. I don't care. I'm a grown ass man with some stuff.
They're called plushies.
Fuck y'all. I know they are.
My daughter's collection.
We walked into Target, bro, and I was like, yo, what is this? And then I seen the Yoda or the Grogu, and I was like, and I seen Jack. Jack is what I see first. I was like, oh, bro.
Well, Ben is a huge Jack Skellington fan.
Who?
Ben.
Yeah, dude, I love The Nightmare Before Christmas, bro.
Ben does too. He's got the tattoo on him.
Yeah, I don't have any tats.
I swear to God, man, Ben, you shave your balls and throw some white paint on it, that motherfucker look like Jack Skellington.
I see it, bro. I can see it. That's fucking hilarious, dude. Oh my god.
We need Jack Baltimore.
Oh, you know what? Did we forget that we still got the show rolling? And we talking about some
shit, yeah. My bad. It's been another fantasy report. We'll be back next week with results in those Week 11 matchups. It's been real. Have a good one, guys.
Peace.